Hi there, this is Alan Rich. I'd like to share with you the types of trades I'm looking for throughout the day. Now I believe there's three types of moves that exist. Here is the first one. When we get to that part of the day where nothing much is happening and we're range bound in between the two red lines here, that's when I'm looking for just a small move. Nothing much is happening and I'll guess in and I'll just take a small move, get out and bank it into my account. Now this move is the one that I really like. This is the intermediate move. This is when we've been chopping around for a little while and then all of a sudden we get a directional move that actually makes us a lot of money. These moves are very profitable and I like to look for these moves during the day. So this is the intermediate move. Now the next move that we can look for is the big move. This is a move that will continue on through the day. It will run on an intermediate move, pull back and then continue its move in the same trend direction. So some of the best moves are probably the big move, which runs and pulls back and runs again, and the intermediate move. The small moves are a lot more difficult. They're okay, they're fine, but you've got to remember to take your profits quite quickly. The intermediate moves are very profitable indeed, and you have to make sure that after they've run in their direction, at the end of the move they're going to have to pull back in order to move again in a bigger move, and in an intermediate move you're going to take that profit before it makes its retracement. You see, the object is we're trying to build our account up with a succession of trades, each one of them planned. So if we're just looking for a small move, then when it gets to the extreme we're going to take that profit and bank it. And we need to understand the type of move that we're looking for each time we trade, then manage the trade according to that move. So let's run through some of the trades in my account on the right. You can see that the first move in ISRG, I looked for a bigger move and I ran that for about $6. And the next one was an intermediate move and I didn't take that for a bigger run as the other one. So the next one was a big move, so I'm looking for a big move, an intermediate move. The one after that on FSLR was just a small move. Now all of those moves all add up and they will give you a day's money. Now here is an intermediate move. This trade is very extended. It's a great intermediate trade. It's making me over $3,000 very quickly. Now in order for it to turn into a big move it will have to pull back and bounce, meaning my profits will start diminishing. Now all I'm interested in is building up my account. In this instance I've elected to play an intermediate move and I'm going to execute my plan and take profits. End of story. Every intermediate move has to retrace before it can continue its trend, and if I elected in this particular trade just to trade the intermediate move, then my job is to take profits just before it takes that retracement. So here I am up $3,000 and you can see it's just starting to bounce back, so I'm going to take my profits, bank that into my account, and I've just profited from an intermediate trade. Now this is a big move that runs all day. So you can see right the way down the bottom I've gone long. Long means I'm buying to profit from something going up, and you can see that I've taken that from 105 to 119 in the day. Now you notice that what's happened is that it's had to pull back before it moves up again. So the first part of the trade is an intermediate trade and then it pulls back and up it goes again. So here is the big move that runs all day. Now here is the equity curve. This is known as an equity curve and it shows all my trades along with the profit I've made on each single trade. I like to get my stop to my entry point as soon as I can, so that if my trade doesn't work out I hardly lose any money. So you see in the first 5 trades I haven't lost any money, and then in the next trades, the next 4 trades that you can see, I've taken intermediate moves, banked them and those trades have made me nearly $6,000. Now I'll show you how to build an equity curve like this in the following lessons. So I'll speak to you soon. Don't forget the lesson tomorrow.